Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's been some time, but we are back.
All right.
For some reason, I got grown and I couldn't really do this like I wanted to, but now I got the time and I am ready to discuss some fantasy football, help you guys with it. Um,
You too.
Once again, I do have Bruce Wayne, aka the Loudmouth.
You are out of your mind. It is JT, and I apologize for the things that come out of my mouth in the next 60 minutes. So,
And we definitely want to start the show off by giving a shout out to one Miss Lady A
hey,
from the First String podcast. I'm glad to have you with us for our first time back.
first string.
Thank you.
What I say?
First string.
Yeah, first
String podcast. You were right. Yeah, I got it.
I'm trying to be a good hype man over here. It's not working. I need a big old
but you're right. Not the second, not the third string. It's the first string.
Absolutely. So,
hi, Lady A.
we all want to do. We definitely want to let you know we look forward to towards the show. We discuss a lot of everything about fantasy football, from headlines that's going on with the NFL, how it affects your fantasy players, what you might need to look up for trending, who's hot, who's not. We want you to get that title.
Understand.
We want you to get the ring. We want you to get the belt. We want you to get the trophy.
Ooh, get the belt. Don't go for a ring. A belt is so much more fun to carry around.
So that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. So the NFL season has just officially will start next week.
They can't start the football season while the Olympics are still going on.
That's why they're doing the Hall of Fame game.
But the Olympics are on.
Yeah.
USA.
Yeah.
Love it or leave it.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
All right.
So with this season starting, one thing I do want to add, we want to start the segment off with we're gonna call it Who You Got. So,
Who you got?
With Who You Got, we are basically stating right now with the season being started. We want to know who you feel is this lady. I'm gonna start with you. Who do you feel is the actual top team in the NFL? We're not talking
Team.
Vince Lombardi wise. We're talking stat wise. That when you look at them, when you're looking up that team for fantasy football, who do you feel has the best combination?
Wow. So a lot of teams, there's been a lot of movement in the offseason. So it's kind of hard to say right now. I will say that one up and coming team that kind of shocks me a little bit is the Texans. The Houston Texans have come from the bottom and now they're a force to be reckoned with. On the other hand, you have Carolina the Titans. Let me go back. The Titans have gone from a force to be reckoned with, but the loss of Derrick Henry has caused them to kind of drop a little bit. So we're not really sure where they're going to be. My favorite team is the Commanders, and we have no idea what's going to happen with them.
I know the feeling for the simple fact that every time I draft the command, somebody from the Commanders.
Why?
I'm a homer.
Why would you look? I understand. Again, that's why I root for the Buckeyes. Once I get to the NFL, I don't give a damn what team they on. I don't care who they play for, whatever. Look, why would you ever draft anyone? If you need somebody desperate, somebody on your team got hurt, then you might pick up a command. You ain't taking them in the draft. You leave all of them on the bench. The Commanders, most of the Browns, right?
Well, the Commanders is a brand new team. That's the thing with them. And when you have
you do not do Commanders in the beginning of the draft, no.
Well, when right now in the NFL, especially for the Commanders, you have a whole new coaching staff. You have new ownership. You have a new GM. You have all this new stuff going on. So at the beginning of the season, especially right before training camp, because a lot of teams are starting training camp now, we have no idea. The Commanders even locked down their OTAs this year, so we can't see what's going on. There are a lot of teams that are experiencing the same thing. So it is difficult to say who has, the best going for them right now. But I do think that there are certain teams that are trending. I can't stand the Bills. The Bills are trending upward, though. Let's be real here.
That I don't understand. But I know from that wide receiver that they have,
right.
He started to make some noise at training camp.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny on the Mike Carden show. They showed him getting his first touchdown. It was in spring training,
It
and
don't
they were
count as a
wondering why it was
touchdown
all.
in practice.
Yeah, it was a touchdown in practice. But
Mm-hmm.
I can see why they will be excited. But
That's everybody.
I would probably say my team. Well, I say my team, but the team I would probably say to look out for would be the Eagles.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be real with you.
Bears.
Oh,
Look, just because
you
they
kind of froze
drafted
a little bit.
dude from UFC don't mean they gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like that dude, like look, what is it, Caleb Williams? He gonna be running for his life the exact same
That's
way
true.
Justin Fields was running for his life.
Well, I'll probably say this year, if you paid attention, they
I
actually,
don't.
if it was, if I was just
Uh-oh.
To be able to block for you, to be able to get the ball, those guys need time to be able to get open.
but when
If
you
they
also
don't give him the time, if they don't give him the time to get open, if Caleb is back here just running for his life, getting 3 or 4 yards on a QB sneak, like they're not going to do anything with the weapons that they did procure for him. Yeah, the Bears gave Justin Fields a raw job, but like they didn't do Fields that or Caleb Williams that he favors either.
Right.
well,
But I will
you
say that what you said, COZ, about Philly. Now, with that said, a couple years ago, Philly literally drafted the entire Georgia Bulldogs team, right? They had the cheat code for the draft, and I was like, oh my God, they are, right after they went to the Super Bowl, I'm like, how did these people do this? But they didn't have a successful season. It didn't pan out the way that they thought it would. So the Eagles were trending upward, but then they kind of fell off after losing in the Super Bowl that year. That you would think, you made it to the Super Bowl, then somehow they had all these draft picks and everything was going on. They took all of Georgia, who was a championship team, and they didn't do anything with it. So we'll see where they're going to go this year. Hopefully, they can fix it up. Hopefully, but at the same time, I don't necessarily hope for it personally because they're a division rival for my team.
that I definitely understand. The reason I say Philly because you have players like Jalen Hurts. You
Right.
picked up Saquon Barkley.
Oh,
You didn't
Right.
lose
oh,
Devontae Smith. You didn't lose
Yeah.
an AJ. So
why would
stat.
the Giants let Saquon go to the Eagles? Like he's
They are crazy. The Giants don't want to win. They don't want to win.
every chance he
Now I'm
gets.
not going to lie. Watching Hard Knocks, I understood their strategy, and I think it just blew up in their face.
Oh, it's going to like
And we'll get
Saquon's
back. We'll
going
get
to
to that on the
That's a
kill.
problem for them. That really is a issue for
Oh,
them. And I feel like this, when it came to Philly, a lot of people attribute their
still game?
issue to coaching. It may have been bad coaching. Yeah, it may have been bad coaching. That's all.
I can't. I can see your
Well,
lips moving.
I like I said, watching Hard Knocks, and like I said, I definitely get back on for that segment. Um, yeah, like I said, it was just one of those deals to where they basically, and Jay, you're right, it blew up in their face
It did.
because what they did was say, okay, we're going to let you test the market on free agency. We're
Why?
going to see what you go out there to offer,
That boy
and
put
whatever
his
that
heart
they
and soul
offer,
into
we're
that
going to
team.
try to match it. And I guess they figured that they had a lot of teams that didn't think that would actually match up to that.
Come
And
on
unfortunately,
now.
Philly was one of those that was actually able to match up and
Willing
say, "Hey,
to,
can you
right.
match that?" And yeah, that blew up in their face.
Real bad. Like
Yeah.
like I'm not even a betting man, but like I might download one of the betting apps just for Philly versus Giants. Just put fucking over on Saquon for yards that game, yards and touchdowns. I do
Yeah.
not care. I'll put a 50
That's a
spot
good
down
bet.
and probably lose money. I don't care.
Now another team, low key, fantasy wise that you might want to look at is the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh yes, like even though they got Matt Ryan still running, is it Matt Ryan still running?
No, they have Captain Kirk.
Well, don't let my co-host hear you say that.
Is he getting that franchise tag again? $45 million a year for doing nothing.
He's making that money, but
God.
I would
Yeah.
probably say that'll be a perfect match for the simple fact that you have a quarterback that wants to throw to receivers. When you have receivers like Kyle Pitts, and you have
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
I don't can you hear us on screen.
Okay,
Oh, there we are.
We're good. We're good.
Hi guys, we back.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened on that one, but
I was both little white circles in those boxes. That was
Oh
me.
no.
My goodness. I'm trying to see his name now.
Oh,
So I have my trio for you if you want. Uh-oh, you're breaking up again. I don't know what happened.
Drake London. So when you have targets like Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and then Deshaun Robinson as your running back, so yeah, I think Kirk Cousins that might be a squad. And if he doesn't mess up, I think Michael Penix might be that actual wake up call. But either way, I see points in Atlanta.
Could do a good job. Could. It's going to be 4 or 5 weeks. I think it's going to be the same thing in Steeler land too. I think it's going to be the same thing. Like they'll probably go 4 or 5 weeks with old fucking Mr. Unlimited, right? Russell Wilson. They'll put him out there for about 4 or 5 weeks, and then Justin Fields is going to take over the Steelers, and then like your doppelganger is going to be just so happy.
Well, I will say with Pittsburgh, I mean, regardless, for some reason, the NFL is fighting, to say that they're going to have a losing season. And anyone who knows anything about Mike, he does not lose. He has never had a losing season, never been under 500. So I'm not sure I think it may be ESPN, maybe not the NFL, but I really don't know what they see because Mike has a winning squad all the time. He's added on. I think he's adjusted and fixed some things that he failed at before. They didn't have the best season last year, but still above 500. So we'll see how Pittsburgh will go.
I think Pittsburgh is going to be a team that it's going to be a wake up because you have weapons. I mean, you have weapons.
Right, they got plenty of weapons, but Mike Tomlin, after last year, like they still didn't have a bad year, but like it wasn't a good year.
Right,
and it was quarterback play. It was more.
It was because they kept jumping around, right?
But now that you have somebody somebody like a Russell Wilson, and he's got a lot of slack on the pad. He was with Denver. Let's be real. Who was he throwing to in Denver? It is a point. If you don't have that mentality like Peyton Manning, to where you can control the field and you can see everything on the field.
Well, it's because he's like 5'4" and he can't see over the line.
I'm not talking about that. Ed. Because we seen what he did when he was in
right, when he was in Seattle, I'm
talking about even in college. When he played for NC State, he did his thing, and when he transferred to Wisconsin, he did his thing. So he was a weapon there.
Yeah.
And then when he went to Seattle, I mean, come on, that's what he was basically saying.
He wasn't doing bad in Seattle. Him and it was the whole Pete Carroll like loose fucking.
But also, let's not talk about the weapons you had. You had the defense, the tempo.
Right.
Boom,
the fact he left, he was willing to leave DK Metcalf and Lockett from out there in fucking Seattle. He was like, "Yeah, I'll just go somewhere else." Why? Why would you do that?
I see. But yeah, I'll probably say those are like.
I think. Did your mic go out?
God, who's the running back they just picked up?
Derrick Henry.
Oh yes.
Oh, Baltimore.
God, give that man the ball.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Who Lamar Jackson's throwing it to. The fact that them in the backfield is going to keep everybody tight to the line anyway.
Right. So I don't know why Tennessee got rid of Derrick.
All 4 of them. Let one of the linemen declares
That-
eligible and go downfield.
Right.
They're tough because there's every
the reason I probably said that
I
wasn't
hate
it wasn't
saying
more of
that
a
too.
trade. I think it was more free agency
for
for Derek. Now because they didn't really do the
Yeah.
draft pick,
Well,
I think it was more free agency.
Yeah.
Tennessee wasn't willing to pay him.
They didn't want to pay him. Yeah.
I mean, just like Zeke and
Zeke's back
That.
now.
I understand he's back. No, I'm talking about when Zeke started in Dallas. It was the same there. Like he was essentially the workhorse, right?
Right,
Derrick
he was.
Henry, the workhorse on Tennessee for what, almost 10 damn years.
I
He just
agree.
been running motherfuckers over. He just been running people over for 10 years, and then now he's going to get a fresh start in Baltimore. And that's another one where, like, God, I hope they're not on Tennessee's schedule because
They're gonna run him over him.
right through him.
Yeah, I think Baltimore was already a force to be reckoned with, and I feel like they just
I
added.
know there's plenty of dudes on the defense that have tried to tackle him during practice and couldn't do it, and were mad as all get out about it. That get a chance to actually light him up.
Right, I was at the game when they played the Commanders, and he ran all over us. It was embarrassing.
Now,
Right in the middle, that's where Derek is.
Now, besides of actually saying who you got, we got another next segment that says, "Don't sleep on me, son." So, right now with the off season, with all the new changes, who do you feel is that player that, if you're drafting or fantasy wise, who do you feel is that player that you shouldn't sleep? That should be that sleeper that you feel as though, you know what, nobody's going to grab him, but look out, he's going to make an impact. Whether it's a rookie, new signing, trade, who is that person that you feel that you shouldn't sleep on this season?
Kyler Murray, no, I'm playing.
There are two. I think Sauce Gardner, Justin Jefferson, to name just two. They are major players. You know, we hear their names put up quite often. They're young, they're resilient. Those are superstars. Everyone knows I'm not a fan of Dallas, but Michael Parsons, you know, that's one to look at. And if you have him, because I know you guys do fantasy, if you have him on your fantasy team, like that's a good pick, you know. And the same with Sauce Gardner. So there are the NFL this season is a wealth of talent. I'm so surprised at, you know, some of the ratings that they have prior to the season starting, but we'll see. And I feel like a lot of people are going to prove some people wrong in reference to what they do. But Justin Jefferson, you know, he's been outstanding for the past 3 seasons. Yeah, well, 3 seasons.
Yeah, got that new contract.
Yeah. So he's unmatched.
Good.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson is literally unmatched, so that's gonna be a problem.
Mine, and this is mine. I'm sure people gonna laugh and people look at me funny.
Hold on, let me start looking at you funny.
Yeah,
Right.
it's Russell Wilson. It is Russell Wilson, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna leave.
Because
I'm gonna leave.
He has weapons this time.
He does.
Because I'm sure that when everybody's looking at what he was in Denver, he wasn't doing nothing. LeBron Barco, that's right. Who did he have? Really, Javonte got hurt.
Answer that.
Mm-hmm.
And his best wide receivers were done for the season. So he was basically playing for himself.
Yeah.
Tom Brady made good wide receivers.
But
I'm just going to put it out there. I hate Tom Brady, but he did make good wide receivers out of mediocre players.
Right. And sometimes that happens, you know. And then you have the coaches.
Like, you would have never heard of like Julian Edelman or any of them that he played with. If they've been on other teams, like they would have been slot receivers killed going over the middle. Their whole careers until Tom Brady got hold of.
Well, that was that system. Let's be real. That was that whole New England system.
No, that was
Right. You
Tom
had
Brady.
good
It's
coaching.
already been established. That's why Bill Belichick
No,
does
because
not have a
because
job
if you have
anymore.
somebody, you got to think about it. You had somebody like you had Randy Moss. Randy Moss played it.
Right,
He played perfectly.
right.
But then when you
They
got somebody
did.
like
They
also when you
did
got Ocho Cinco,
to 17-1.
right? They lost to the Giants. I'm not saying it's great, but then
Yeah.
when you also have somebody like Ocho Cinco, and Ocho Cinco was not making any impact he did when he was in Cincinnati or when he was in Miami.
Yeah, but by the time he got there, Ocho Cinco was just playing the part of part of a diva at that point, and like was not trying hard.
Yeah.
Like, you could see it on the field. He was not trying hard, and then he would just bitch and complain when he got back to the sideline.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Well, I will say in reference
Uh,
to you know, uh-oh, you guys are breaking up.
like, look, he got the headset. I don't have a headset on. There's no split.
Yeah, it's not. But no, you guys are breaking up real bad. But you're back. You're back.
Okay.
But I will say in reference to your point, I mean, Russell's going to have. I mean, he's on an all new team. He has really good coaches that are going to back him. He could have a better season than he did in Denver. Don't get me wrong. I do think that he's talented. Do I think that he's someone to watch out for? Not necessarily. I think that because it's he's a veteran, it will be interesting to watch him under this new regime, this new coaching staff with new players. I do feel like there is some strength there, but I feel like, who's behind him is really the major story there. The QB behind him and how he trains him up.
Well, I definitely see, like I said, and that's why with Justin Fields, I think this is more of a learning season.
I don't even think it's gonna be a learning season. Like, he might ride the bench for 4 games, but like he's gonna.
I'm gonna give it 4 games. I'll probably say I'll give it half the season.
I wouldn't even give it half. Like,
and I
don't
think
think Tomlin's gonna let it go that long.
I think
But Russell is not young, so will he play the whole season?
He's just gonna play bad. It ain't gonna be him getting hurt that makes him switch. It's gonna be Russell Wilson playing bad, and they just gonna switch to Fields. He already got a calf injury, and Fields has been taking reps with the ones anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
I want to know. I want to know the line. That's what I want to know. I think that this
first, regardless.
I think it will be determined by who's on the line. I do think that who the quarterback is going to be a factor of the front line. So who are your offensive linemen that are there? Will they be able to protect Russell or any quarterback? Let's just say that. Let's not just say Russell, but if they don't protect well, then we know Russell is going to probably be on the bench. He's not going to be able to take a hit the way a younger quarterback could. Let's just be honest here. And I'm a Russell fan. I want him to do great. However, I mean, it's a reality. This is the NFL. Not every player can play until they're 40. So
what I did, look. You are the one with the headset. I cannot hear what she just said, but like, go ahead and tell me what she said, and I will say it anyway.
She said there's nobody that played after 40. That was good.
I mean, Tom. I hate saying it like that. I hate saying it. Tom did play the 45. Like, look, you could even watch like the perfect spiral he threw with the Lombardi Trophy over the water to Gronk on another boat. I hate saying that because, like, ew, but like he did. Like, you cannot deny what the man actually did do. He was like one of the greatest. Like, I hate saying it. I really do.
I'm not a fan either. I'm with you.
It hurts right now just saying it.
It hurts his soul.
But like, you cannot deny the greatness that was TB12 and the avocado ice cream. Like, no, they don't know because Father Time is undefeated. The only one, like, he's been the only one. Like LeBron trying to catch up to Brady, right? Yeah. Like, that's a different sport. We ain't talking about that right now. It's whatever. But Like
Mm-hmm.
Brady did play well. Again, there's not many that have
Yeah.
played well. And again, like at this point, like the only position that could make it to that point of playing past 40 are the quarterbacks. Every other position on the field is it's a car crash when the play
Gotcha.
starts.
Yeah.
Every other position on except for the quarterbacks because they give them a dress and they might as well give them all red jerseys and just like you're not allowed to touch him.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
the
do
sacks
have
going to be a consistent thing, and that's the way it's going to work. Like
I do
they're
have
not
two other I do
at
have
some
two other
point
people to look
out
for.
the next years. It's going to be a a 7-on-7 drill. Like there's not even going to be lines. Like you're not going to be able to hit the quarterback anymore.
Right.
Period. Like it's way they're leading to.
Yeah.
So
But I do have two other people to look out for. From Tampa
but
Bay,
like
I think his name is Tristan. I always mess up his last name. Wirfs,
Brady
offensive
got their spot with
tackle.
Jordan after a while.
But Tristan, he's somebody to look out for. Um, his pass blocking is elite. Okay. And then Jamar Chase from the Bengals. Jamar is an outstanding wide receiver. I want to say he has maybe over 3,000 receiving yards. He's doing pretty good. Um, so definitely look out for those. I think I've given you like at least 5 people by now to look out for. But definitely those are some great players. Don't sleep on them. But they're very promising and they're very young. So hopefully we can see them have an outstanding year this year. But if not, then there's time to see them. But look out for those people.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, especially since you talk about Hall of Fame, like I said, the first game is the Hall of Fame game.
Usually every season that's the way
Right.
it starts.
But the actual Hall of Fame game is with the Bears and the Texans.
Oh,
So right now we're looking at
like, do you think any actual like star players are going to play in this game?
oh,
Or is it going
absolutely
to be
not.
like
Absolutely.
just
Maybe I
glorified
don't know.
like
Maybe
practice?
Caleb. Maybe we might see a few of Caleb.
Like he might get to like the first 2 series, maybe, but after
Yeah.
that, like he ain't going to the field. Like, they need to keep him safe.
Like I said, we might get a few series, maybe 1 or 2. I'm not saying that it will, but what I am saying, what I will say is more. Um, sorry, trying to do everything at once. Sorry.
Your words.
Use your vowels.
Well, I will say
Um,
for the Hall of Fame game, I will say that the Texans, I've already said it, that's a team to look out for. They have a top 3, trio that I feel like we could look out for. Do I think they're going to be playing? Not really. And that trio, I'm talking about Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, and then Tank. And I feel like for this Hall of Fame game, are they going to play? I'm not sure, but I feel like if I'm playing against them and I put my best players in, I don't want them to put their best players in because they're going to destroy us.
I'm not gonna lie. I am interested in seeing one of the guys that I am interested in. I don't know if he's still playing for them. He was the kid from Alabama. He was the Heisman Trophy winner. He got hurt. Who was it?
Nothing.
Oh, Fresco. Oh, geez, you got jokes.
I was like,
we got his,
I was laughing.
Yeah, there's a Fresco.
No, Bryce Young. Neither of y'all open your ears. Like you got that headset on. I know Bryce Young plays for the Panthers, and he's gonna die too.
Oh,
that's another discussion we need to have.
What Carolina? They gonna be bad.
No, not that. With the Niners, hold on.
The Niners.
Sorry. Yeah, with the Niners. Now, Brandon Ayuk, he did state he wanted to be.
He wants to be traded, right? But they're not gonna let him go.
Now, let's play devil's advocate.
You can play devil's advocate all you want. The 49ers know what they got for at least 1 more year and then let him walk.
Well, not even that. Like I said, let's play devil's advocate. Now, if you are, I'll put it this way. Here's my choices. When we went through NFL.com because I did some research on NFL. These were the teams that were actually interested.
NFL.com.
Yeah, these were the teams that were. Oh, no, that's me. Sorry. These are the teams that were actually interested in them.
He ain't going to the Patriots. If the Steelers can get a hold of him at the trade deadline, maybe. But San Francisco's not going to be selling when the trade deadline gets there.
But I can see, like I said, maybe.
So a lot of people are saying the Commanders, and I don't know.
He ain't going to the Patriots. He won't go to the Giants. No, Daniel Jones cannot throw the ball past the line. No.
So a lot of people are coming up with conclusions that he may go with the Commanders because of coaching staff, but that's too like cut and dry. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
How much of a homer you are?
Honestly, like I said, the Commanders, I don't see.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it, but I don't see that either.
What?
But I know why they're saying it. They're saying it because of the coaching staff.
Because of Jaden Daniels, because I guess he worked with him a few stuff like
but
that.
But not just Jaden. I mean, look at we got some folks in our office that are from the Niners. So yeah, but yes, Jaden is the main reason they think that.
You got to look at it this way, and this is why I do say this, because if you want to stay in San Francisco, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuels, and also Christian McCaffrey
and George Kittle.
They hit those are the Swiss Army knives.
Do not forget George Kittle.
No. I understand about George Kittle, but if you look at their receivers, they're not receivers. They're weapons. They're Swiss Army knives. These guys can either run the ball, pass the ball, and they can throw the ball if they want to.
Can they pass the ball?
I'm not saying
they tried that with McCaffrey, and it didn't work.
And give him a 40-yard touchdown run to Super Bowl.
40-yard touchdown run from the quarterback spot, not a 40-yard touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. That's
they could be weapons, but if you're going to play the quarterback position, you have to be able to throw the ball.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying,
Brandon Ayuk cannot throw the ball.
No, I'm not saying he can throw the ball. I'm not saying he's going to be in the pocket.
If it's a wildcat situation and you put anything besides a quarterback back there, it's probably going to be a run play. That's why people have stopped using setup in football, because as soon as they see someone that is a non-quarterback number setting up where the quarterback is, it's rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. We know you gonna run, and everyone comes behind the line and kills that guy. I'm sorry.
Well, right now we got to let this lady A
go.
Definitely appreciate you. So
I didn't get to hear a word, but you know far more about football than I do.
Oh, that's my life. I'm a football lady. So that's my life. Check me out on First String Podcast. I'm always on location for just about everything in the DMV for all sports. So I cover everything, not just football. So definitely have me back when you guys talk basketball or anything else.
Definitely. Now, also, since I did watch Tuesday's podcast and Saturday's podcast, I think you have a few fines to pull out for the boys.
Yes. I always have to, when I'm not there, I have to keep them in check. They're always acting up. So. You're breaking up.
Ooh. But we're going to go and let you go. Take it easy. Tell the family I said hey.
Yeah, tell them JT said hey too. They'll like that more.
I will tell everyone. All right, you guys have fun.
You too.
Bye.
So yes, that's Lady A for First String Podcast.
Should have kept her on. She know more than the two of us put together.
Well, that's because you kept cutting it off. We need to get a headset, so I can get for next week. Yeah, next week we will make sure that JT has a headset.
I can hear everything.
I'm sure you can.
I was trying to read this, but the screen was so small.
So the other thing we do have is, like I said, with the Hall of Fame game, it's the actual.
Is it really the Bears and the Texans playing?
Yes.
Like they can't change that up, make something a little better.
No, because
like they can. Like just put those two teams sitting in the stands and bring two better teams in and let them play.
No. They was already on the books, so no, they can't change that. Now,
Oh, we found it. It's there. Click it. Oh.
So this year's class is Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, Julius Peppers, Patrick Willis, Randy Gashir, and Michael Mongo McMichaels.
Oh, damn.
He
got in just by his name.
Yeah, that's Mongo from the Four Horsemen.
Right. I know. Yeah. I don't, but I will say I know. Like, I'm assuming with the two stars by old Randy's name that Randy has no longer with us.
No. The 2 stars are basically that's the senior class.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they've been eligible for years, but they just
didn't get enough of the vote.
Right. So they're senior class, so they're kind of the senior class being put in.
It's about time Julius Peppers got in. He busted his ass playing.
Well, yeah,
he was a violent individual.
Yeah, this is his first year ballot. Now
it's the first year.
Yeah.
He ain't been out the league for minimum 5 years. Like he had to have been out longer than that.
No,
really?
Yeah. Wow. I think last team he played for was Green Bay.
Damn, get after it, Julius.
And that was before Aaron Rodgers left.
Man, Devin Hester got in just because he can run back a ball. That was it. Now, he did not get in on his wide receiver numbers. He got in for running that ball back.
Now here's the kicker. Here's where we're gonna have the discussions.
Okay.
So, who should be in the Hall of Fame? Personally, who you should? And I'm gonna put you the list.
Okay.
Now
you make me another list so we can see.
Yeah.
Who should have been in?
No, these are the ones that's not.
Yeah, McNabb's not getting in. Reggie Wayne should be in. He got a Super Bowl. Jared Allen. He'll get in eventually. Allstott, yes, God. I know he's not the muscle hamster, but he was the original. Jesus Christ.
You've not seen his plays. He was
the muscle hamster. Right.
When they gave the ambulance, it should have been him.
Fred Taylor, yes. Antonio Gates, you damn right. Antonio Gates should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't give a damn that him and Steve Smith, both of those dudes, like that. Those two, Antonio Gates and Steve Smith, are not somebody you want to go walking down a dark alley and see at the other end.
I don't know. Ruxin actually took him out.
Who?
Antonio Gates.
That's fine. Antonio Gates is like good. One dude got him. That's it. Antonio Gates was not the dude you wanted to fuck with.
Hey.
Him and Tony Gonzalez were like the prototypical like power forward like tight end. Like they would go stand in the end zone and just throw their hand up ready to catch a rebound. I'm sorry, and you got your boy McNabb right at the fucking top. No,
I'm
no.
Look, me personally,
I know.
Say yes.
Yes, you're gonna say McNabb all day. I can see the McFarlane action figure from here.
For the simple fact that, I'll probably get shot for this, or probably get stabbed.
I will sit here and talk over your entire induction of Donovan McNabb because he made it to the mountaintop, but he could not actually make it to the peak.
So did Michael Vick.
Yeah, but Michael Vick was on Atlanta, and at least, like, Michael Vick was just like a highlight reel. McNabb always got to the promised land and sat there with shit in his pants at the end.
And so did Jim Kelly.
Yeah, 4 times to the fucking Super Bowl.
And yet he's in the Hall of Fame.
He actually made it to the Super Bowl. McNabb only made it, once? And that took T.O. on a broken leg to get him there.
T.O. on a broken leg.
It was T.O.
T.O. played in that Super Bowl, but
look it up. It was T.O. on a broken leg got them to that Super Bowl and damn near won it.
T.O. on a broken leg did not make
like Kurt Angle winning a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. T.O. is the one that got the Eagles to the Super Bowl that year with a broken freaking leg. Donovan McNabb was the biggest poo sandwich ever to walk the earth in the NFL.
How dare you?
I am so sorry. That was so mean.
How dare you?
Donovan McNabb, that whole era of the Eagles was just they would get right there and they ran it. it was kind of like Barkley never got a title because Jordan was always fucking there, right? Like the Eagles never got a title because the Patriots would always stop them.
Wouldn't that be every team?
It is, yes, but like no, the Patriots were the ones. No, the Patriots
was Manny.
Right, the Patriots were the ones stopping the Eagles from because the Eagles always got to the conference title, but they lost to the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl.
No,
right?
No,
am I on the wrong side?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh well, then the Eagles just sucked. Like they should have been able to at least get to the fucking Super Bowl. What the hell?
I mean, the teams that they played was the teams they lost to: Carolina,
should have won.
Tampa Bay,
should have won.
Arizona.
Come on. All right, yeah, should have won.
That was the first one.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Atlanta should have won.
They did.
Like those teams, yeah, and they went to the Super Bowl. And what happened?
Okay.
It's COZ answers the question. What happened in the Super Bowl when the Eagles actually got there?
The same thing that happened to your teams that went there, they lost.
I don't have a fucking team.
Exactly.
But it brings me much pleasure to talk shit about your goddamn Eagles. like since they've gotten Jalen Hurts, I understand it's only been 2 years. Like he's putting in work. Like the Eagles are like on a come up again, but like I feel like they play so hard in the beginning and they busted their ass and they'll get to a certain point, but eventually like all that play hard has to go away because they're hurt. Like it's an 18-game season now. Like that's a long time to play. And again, when you're in a game where legitimately every time the play starts, it's a car crash all over the field. Like people are going to get hurt. Right? Like we get hurt just walking up and down the stairs. These guys are out there trying to perform at the top level. Like people are going to get hurt eventually. And that's what's been happening to them. Unfortunately, it's the same thing that happened to San Francisco. Was it last year?
Yeah, I was saying last year.
Yeah, last year. That's what happened to with San Francisco. Like they just got hurt at the wrong damn time. That was all that was. Brock Purdy was doing his damn thing, and then full on Colt McCoy bum shoulder, can't throw the ball, and then they tried to put fucking McCaffrey back in.
Last year they were not hurt, but they were not healthy. But that's what every football player knows.
Right? But they were hurt more than most. Feel me? Like in the position that they got to. They were hurt more than the team that was on the other side of the field. Right? Like when you're trying to finish a quarter, like you're trying to finish a game out and you have no quarterbacks. Period.
Okay, we're looking at the wrong one. You're looking at the year before.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm at the wrong year?
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at the year before that when they went to the conference championship game and they lost.
And they died.
Now, they had everybody healthy this time. Brock Purdy had a great year.
He did.
They just played a Kansas
City, right? Yeah, they just
said, you know what, we want.
Yeah, Mahomes was not losing that game.
Right. Now, the funny you bring it up, San Fran. That's the next topic with Hard Knocks. We always start with the actual, I'll probably say NFL universe. So if you are watching,
it's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, what I mean now is to where there's a lot of football series coming out.
Can we get Iron Man on the 49ers? I mean, the colors already match.
Oh, jeez.
You put the Hulk in Green Bay?
We can take him as a mascot, I'm sure of it. But Hard Knocks has changed this situation to where now they're doing 3 different type of seasons.
Yeah, I saw that they're going I've never watched any Hard Knocks, but I can understand the preset like you can't do Hard Knocks in season. Like that is way too whatever team is on for in season.
Well, here's the thing.
It's like every other team can watch.
Here's how they're doing it now. So with all season it was the Giants.
It was the Giants, got it.
So they're doing training camp with the Bears.
Okay, Caleb Williams got it.
And then in season, it's the AFC North.
It's the whole damn division?
Yeah. So it's the AFC North. So you have Pittsburgh, you have the Baltimore Ravens, you have the Cleveland Browns, you have the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right, so 2 versions of the Browns. and then the Steelers and the Bengals. Got it.
So now that's in season.
Okay. I mean,
And
not a bad follow. Like, look, I'll tell you right now, Watson don't do shit this year. Like, the Browns are just gonna have to eat that contract, and like, yes, you can get the rest of your money, but get out. I'm sorry. Like, he's been there for what, this is year for 3 or 4 now, right? And he's played like 8 games total. Like, he had to sit out 1 entire season, and then the last 2 seasons, I think he played 7 games. Maybe. I'm probably wrong. But like, he hadn't played a whole lot, right? Was it Jacoby Brissett was their fucking savior?
No, Jacoby was ours.
Oh, that's right.
It was Joe Flacco.
Oh my God. Like, dude, like, other Browns came over to the Browns and tried to save the season and almost did it. Like, almost saved their damn season.
Well, didn't they win a division?
Yeah, but like, again, like, it's the NFL. It is Super Bowl or bust. Like, I don't care if you make the playoffs. Like, if you don't win the Super Bowl, like, the whole season don't matter. Plain and simple. Like, it's like there's 32 teams. There's 1 winner at the end of the season and 31 losers. It don't matter about that part. The only thing, like, if you, like, with the Bengals half the time, like, they're good enough to make the playoffs, but they do absolutely nothing, and they get a bunch of draft picks that don't mean a whole lot because you're drafting at the end or the end of the first round, and all the good players already been taken, so you got to deal with the scraps, right? Like, Philadelphia did the same thing, making it to the damn the conference championship every year for like what 4 or 5 years, right? And like, they get a crap goddamn draft pick the next year, and like they're not able to build, right? Like, if you're picking at the end of the round, like, at least the full NFL draft, like, you got like slim pickings to pick from by the end of those rounds, right? And like, you're screwing yourself if you ain't going to win the whole damn thing. Like, middle of the pack is not where you need to be.
Well, you also got to remember this. That's what you pay the GMs the money for, to find those diamonds in the rough. Because you got to think, Tom Brady was a 7th round pick,
6th round, but yes.
And that was considered a diamond in the rough. Joe Montana was what, a 4th round pick,
Something like that, yeah.
and that's a diamond in the rough.
Uh-huh.
Russell Wilson was a 3rd round pick, so they still considered a diamond in the rough. Hey, oh shit, he got a ring.
He did, yeah. But a lot of that was Marshawn. Come on now, beast mode. Fucking won that, and he should have won a second one. But no, we're gonna throw the ball, and the Patriots are just gonna intercept it and let them fucking run it back. Are you kidding me?
Sound like you had some money on that.
I did not. I am not a betting man.
You took that like Jordan. You kind of take that personal.
No, I wasn't rooting for either team, but
you taking that personal like Jordan.
It hurt because Marshawn was right there. You got 2 yards, and you got that mammoth behind you. Why? I do not care. You hand that man the ball, he is getting you 2 yards.
Well, and needless to say that yeah, that was with Netflix. with those far now also with Netflix, they've had it for a while. They have one.
What they had?
They have the quarterbacks.
Oh, they got the quarterbacks.
So with the quarterbacks, you have Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota for the first season.
Oh, okay.
Then you have receivers.
Yeah. Oh, they got receivers on Netflix now too.
Now receivers is Amara St. Brown.
What?
Amara St. Brown.
Okay, got it.
Debo Samuels. They got Devontae Adams. And they got Kerry Kittles. Kerry Kittles. For the tight end.
What's this on?
Netflix.
I don't have Netflix.
So I'll let you watch it today just so you get the inside of
it. I'm not staying here that long.
I figured you would. But
yeah, I'll go home and wipe the dirty shit to me.
But yeah, with that coming up, like I said, with these things, one question that I do have is that if they were to do a second season of QB, who would you like to see? The quarterbacks.
Oh, you go all like the worst part is, like, I would almost want just 2nd-year quarterbacks in there, just to like try to like at some point, like, you have to be able to like
Give me three.
Go.
Give me three that you would like to see on if they did a second season.
Like if they do a second season of receivers or quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks.
Ooh, if they do a second season, unfortunately, like I want like Kyler Murray and I want Bryce Young on there. Out there, like you don't make it to that level and like get that position without like trying hard.
So those are three you would like to see on if they did a second season.
If they did a second season, yeah, just not even so much, just like as a redemption story, like more like if with Bryce Young, it'd be like to see if the sophomore slump thing is a thing. But like with Kyler Murray, like to show like either the amount of work he is putting in, or like the Johnny Manziel, like I'm just gonna look at the playbook on the plane, type shit.
So
going through.
So who would you like to see? What's the three receivers? Three receivers and tight end.
Man, receivers could kiss my ass. They're fucking divas, and I wasn't. Like I didn't even play receiver, but like when we played backyard ball, I was a receiver. No, fuck them divas. You can give me a Real Housewives show over that then any day.
So pick three receivers and
okay, fine then. Fucking Jerry Rice, Randy Moss.
No. I'm talking about not talking about pass.
Oh well, you didn't say that.
Okay.
They give you three wide receivers
that are in the NFL today.
Why would you ask me this? Like I know nothing about this league. I pick fancy names and hope for the again. I am
and the
here
scary
for
thing,
the
ladies and gentlemen,
laugh.
he's sober right now.
I am. And the worst part is, like, I'm not half bad at fucking fantasy football, but like, I legitimately have not watched a game or anything for like the last like 3 seasons.
We still feel your right. We still know your wife runs your show, runs your team.
No, I run my team, but like,
I
drafted her 2 winners. Like, ask her who drafted her last team that lost.
Like I said, I think she runs the team and she has the bills to prove it.
Put her name on it, knowing I did the hard work to get those teams together.
Well,
because like her teams.
You want to come in and defend yourself?
No, she does not get to come in here and defend herself. Like I have to draft her team first, and then like my name pops up on the second day for the next draft that we do for this league, and like I'm not allowed to get the same players that I picked the day before for her team, for my team, and I end up getting screwed. Anyway, I still don't actually play that bad. I think we've done it like 6 years. I think I've come in second like 5 times.
Yeah, you make it to the finals.
I do. I make it to the finals and then lose. Like 5 times I've come in fucking second. I think once I came in third. No, I think no. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Then we will come to your ears every week during the whole football season. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go and put this to an end right now. I'm C. This is the loudmouth, as you can tell, aka Bruce Wayne.
I don't know how to shut the hell up.
Again, hit that subscribe button. We'll definitely let you know what's going on. If y'all have any questions for fantasy football, definitely let us know so we can put on the air, and we'll definitely give you our intake on it. Other than that, y'all enjoy y'all weekend and have fun. Peace. Bye.